brother once said to me, can we look at each other as Africans and hope and want for each other what we would want for ourselves? It takes me back, right, to the Christian Bible. Do unto others as you would have others to do unto you. It's a bizarre concept because I believe a lot of people think that they do. But in my experience, remember I tell you, African, I'm trying to deal with us and work with our learned helplessness. I'm trying to work with us through our self-efficacy and our limiting beliefs. I'm trying to work with us and really demonstrate to us that, guess what? In my experience, almost 100% of the time, people have a value system, but their actions don't show up that way. Which says to me, as an academic, that there is a distortion in our perceived reality and value systems and our actual reality and value systems. I'm a soft landing in all times. I don't care where you are African. If you're an African, you're my people. I'm a humanist. So I believe in all people, right? But I'm an African and I understand our circumstances and I give to those with need, not those with greed. So I'm a safe space for Africans because I know that we need to be the difference that's different. We need to be something different. Something different as in we believe that, oh, we can't work together. Somebody is always doing some dirt. You look to an African, you look to your left or right, who's holding a dagger? It's a black person. So you know what I did to combat that? As I said, that distortion, I became somebody that's trustworthy. When you look at me, when you hold space with me, when you share environment with me, when we communicate, I'm transparent. There's no deception. I honor the divine in me, honors and respects the divine in you. So your behavior should be different. It can't be just what you say. It can't be that you think you're a good person, but the stuff you do is trifling on a regular basis. And people are having a distortion and a difficulty contemplating their actions. Because I say to you, African, it's happening 100% of the time. So that says to me that there's some work that we need to be doing. And I'm a safe space, and I can check you with love, confrontationally, and say to you that what you have done is not correct. And I can tell you what, we won't get better if we don't change our behaviors and our relationships. You can be all about yourself. You can be all individualistic. You can all be about your getting. But guess what? You didn't get nowhere. You achieved a few things. You got a couple of accolades. You got a few dollars. But guess what? You're still in an unsafe environment. Because at the end of the day, as long as we operate within this system, you will always be subordinate to white supremacy. So even at your highest pinnacle as an African, you still sit low to white supremacy. So what I'm talking about is sovereignty for the African. I'm talking about the place where you return to autonomy. And I'm talking about the steps in between, the long tail theory, the little steps in between that we all put in our daily lives and lived experiences that contribute to a grander whole down the line. Because we didn't get this jacked up. We didn't have this bad lack of integrity overnight. This is a progression of trauma, oppression, suppression, self-hatred over decades, hundreds and hundreds of years. So we got a lot of work to do. And the sooner we get started, the sooner we can start beating forward. And it can't just be me. I watched a video the other day, the brother said, black fatigue. Yeah, I am tired of loving on black folks that's so hurt. But I'm not going to stop because I'm not going to turn my back on myself. And I love my reflection. You see? But I have to limit your access because y'all dangerous. Y'all ignorance is dangerous. Y'all lack of integrity. Y'all bad behavior. It's dangerous because they make bad decisions. They make selfish decisions. You lose resources. You lose access. You lose time and energy. The thing that we all know we don't have an abundance of because of our collective condition. We all know this, but there is a distortion in your knowing and your doing. So African, I'm going to need you to be in your doing more than your talking. Because I am telling you, it doesn't matter who it is. On a stack of Bibles, 100% of the time, 99.99999%, I'm in that 0.0001%. I'm in that. There may be some more around here. But I'm telling you, on my calculator, in my experience, because I have a clear African consciousness, so I can see very well. Make no mistake about it, I don't miss nothing. Grandma said you have to wake up early in the morning to pull one over on me. I might not say nothing because I'm waiting for you to figure it out. There's no deception here. This is transparency. There's no need for it. I have an ancestral guide. I have several ancestral guides. So I don't miss nothing. You understand, African? And I give grace for us through our learning curve because I know we heard. So I'm hoping that through repetition, because all things, repetition is the greatest teacher. So through repetition, my hope is that you recondition yourself through your own free will. Anything, if I have to force you and oppress you, that can't work. You have to agree to participate on your own volition. I don't believe in manipulation. The Matrix uses those tools. If we're going to be different, we have to be different. You hear me? In order for us to be different, we have to actually be different. That means change the distortion in your value systems, in your rhetoricing and your doing. You need to be different. And guess what? A means to an end, that's programming from the Matrix. That's because your spirit has assimilated. You're going to have to rip yourself from there because that doesn't work. A no time is a means to an end, an excuse to hurt another African. Take from or deceive. Absolutely not. In no situation ever is a means to an end sufficient excuse. So we got work to do. And this is something you have to agree to. And you have to lay bricks towards it every day. And I'm telling you, coming from someone who's been living this life, laying bricks towards this life, and getting steady beatings, punishments, hurt, deception, loss. This is what I've been doing, trying to live this work with a bunch of black folks that's hurt. Hurt people. And we jacked up. Let's be real about it. But I'm here for our solutions. I'm here for our help. Yeah, I've been living this work, taking hits left and right for decades now. At some point, what should I say? Walk off? What is it going to do? It's going to still leave my environment full of Africans in deprivation, starvation, harm, and that's what it is. That doesn't lay any bricks towards sovereignty for an African, which is my agenda. That's my goal, to get us back to the beginning of time. Because African, we've been here. We still here. Now, do we want to be subjugated here, or do we want to be autonomous here? What's your choice? You got but one life to live. Lay a brick towards sovereignty for the African with it. Other than that, you'll just be a well-behaved, complicit in your own destruction, subordinate to white supremacy. What's your choice? Because it hasn't gotten better for us. When I look back to the civil rights movements, we have gotten worse. We've gotten worse. So I'm asking, what are you doing with it, African? What are you doing with your life? Can we not hurt each other? Can we stop taking from each other? Can we stop deceiving each other? Be transparent. If we created the environment of trust and honesty and authenticity, we might adjust our behavior from the trauma that we have experienced. It's going to take time, but we got to start somewhere. It's too many of y'all that be up in there praising the Lord, that be up in there talking that rhetoric with all your bells and whistles and clap it upsons from the Matrix, Dr. So-and-so and Dr. such and such. And y'all is out of integrity. Rich, status, names, whatever, all the things. Y'all are out of integrity. You all are liars. Y'all are deceivers. Y'all are manipulators. And then y'all don't want nobody to talk about it. Stop doing it. Because you don't have to. As African people, we in the oven. You in the front, I'm in the back. We still baking. What happened? Stop doing it. You got to be the difference that's different. My behavior is such, I am a creature of habit. So if you in my space long enough, you're going to get something from me. Because I'm immovable like that. I'm living in light. I've already made my choice. It is what it is. You can make your choices to live in light. Peace, power, and blessings, African. I just want to drop that one in you. Your sister Neferah. Peace.